For much of the past decade, the photography and hybrid video market has felt like a closed circuit. Sony, Canon, and Nikon have dominated the conversation, pushing the industry forward through steady, but often cautious, iterations. Each generation brings better autofocus, higher resolutions, and improved video specs, yet the core philosophy has remained largely unchanged. As we step into 2026, however, a new presence is beginning to unsettle that balance. This time, the pressure isn't coming from Tokyo or Sendai, but from Shenzhen. DJI, long perceived as a drone and gimbal company, is preparing to step directly into the mirrorless camera market, and the implications are far bigger than a single product launch. DJI's transformation has been years in the making. While many still associate the brand primarily with aerial imaging, stabilization systems, and compact creator tools, DJI has quietly built deep expertise in sensors, image processing, autofocus, and computational imaging. After facing major restrictions and bans on its drone business in the United States, DJI appears ready to redirect that momentum into a new battlefield. The rumored DJI Mirrorless Camera represents more than diversification, it signals a strategic shift. DJI is no longer content with being a peripheral part of the creative workflow. Instead, it wants to sit at the center of it. This isn't just about adding another option to an already crowded market. The DJI Mirrorless Camera is widely rumored to be designed as a disruptive hybrid tool, one that challenges not only the specifications of existing cameras, but the very way they are used. For enthusiasts and professionals alike, this represents what many have long described as the fullest potential of modern imaging technology, a seamless fusion of hardware, software, stabilization, autofocus, and ecosystem-level integration. As rumors intensify, a clearer picture is starting to form. One of the most consistent claims points to a 44-megapixel full-frame sensor. On paper, this resolution sits in a carefully chosen sweet spot. It's high enough to satisfy commercial photographers, landscape shooters, and studio professionals, yet restrained enough to allow for oversampled, high-quality video without overwhelming processing pipelines. Rather than chasing headline-grabbing megapixel numbers, DJI appears to be prioritizing balance, an approach that aligns closely with how modern hybrid creators actually work. Video performance, unsurprisingly, is expected to be a core focus. Oversampled 4K, high frame rates, and robust codecs are all part of the rumor mix. But where DJI may truly differentiate itself is not in raw specs alone, but in how those specs are supported over long shooting sessions. One of the most persistent criticisms of current mirrorless cameras is thermal limitation. Overheating remains a recurring issue, particularly when shooting high-resolution video or extended takes. DJI, drawing directly from its experience with inspired drones and cinema platforms like the Ronin 4D, is rumored to be implementing active cooling within the body. If true, this could fundamentally change expectations around reliability and sustained performance in a compact mirrorless form factor. Lens compatibility is another area where DJI seems poised to sidestep a common industry trap. New camera systems often struggle in their early years due to limited native lens options. DJI's decision to join the L-mount alliance could be one of its most strategic moves. By doing so, the DJI Mirrorless Camera would launch with immediate access to a mature ecosystem of lenses from Leica, Sigma, and Panasonic. This effectively removes one of the biggest barriers to adoption. Instead of waiting years for a full lens lineup, users could mount world-class glass on day one. The idea of pairing DJI's advanced imaging and stabilization tech with Leica's optical character or Sigma's technical precision is, for many, deeply compelling. Design philosophy is another area where DJI is expected to break from tradition. Rather than adopting a classic DSLR-inspired silhouette, leaks suggest a compact magnesium alloy box-style body focused on modularity and thermal efficiency. This isn't about nostalgia or familiarity, it's about function. DJI has always prioritized engineering efficiency over legacy design language, and that mindset appears to be carrying over into its mirrorless ambitions. The rumored body design suggests a camera built first for performance, heat dissipation, and adaptability, rather than for visual continuity with older systems. Perhaps the most intriguing rumor involves autofocus, specifically, the potential integration of LiDAR-based focusing technology. DJI's LiDAR systems have already proven their value in the Ronin ecosystem, transforming manual cinema lenses into precise autofocus tools, even in low-light environments. Bringing that technology directly into a mirrorless camera body could be genuinely transformative. Traditional phase detection autofocus systems, while incredibly advanced, still struggle in certain conditions, particularly near total darkness or scenes with minimal contrast. A LiDAR-assisted system could bypass many of those limitations, enabling reliable focusing where other systems fail. For solo filmmakers, documentary shooters, and event professionals, this could be a game-changing advantage. Color science is another area where DJI's connections could pay off. Through its partnership with Hasselblad, DJI has access to the Hasselblad Natural Color Solution, or HNCS. This color science, praised for its subtle tonal transitions and lifelike rendering, is currently found in high-end medium-format cameras like the X2D. If DJI brings even a version of this color philosophy into its mirrorless camera, it could appeal strongly to photographers and filmmakers who prioritize natural skin tones and cinematic color depth over aggressive sharpening or oversaturated profiles. User interface design is expected to reflect DJI's software-first mentality. Rather than relying on deeply nested, text-heavy menus, the DJI mirrorless camera is rumored to adopt a cleaner, icon-driven interface inspired by DJI Fly and Ronin control systems. This could significantly reduce setup time and learning curves, especially for creators already familiar with DJI products. In an industry where menu complexity has become a running joke, a genuinely intuitive UI could be a major quality of life improvement. Of course, entering the mirrorless market is no small challenge. Sony, Canon, and Nikon have decades of brand loyalty behind them. Sony currently leads in autofocus performance and sensor innovation, while Canon is widely praised for ergonomics and pleasing color science. Nikon, meanwhile, continues to build a reputation for robust bodies and optical excellence. DJI's rumored competitors, such as the Sony FX3 class hybrids, Canon EOS R5 Mark II, and speculative Nikon cinema-oriented models, already enjoy strong user bases. DJI's advantage lies elsewhere: speed, integration, and willingness to rethink conventions. Pricing rumors suggest the DJI mirrorless camera could land in the $2,800 to $3,200 range. If accurate, this would place it below many flagship hybrids while offering features typically reserved for higher-end cinema tools. The idea of delivering something close to a mini Ronin 4D experience, potentially including advanced stabilization, professional codecs, and modular expandability, at this price point is hard to ignore. Value, in this case, isn't just about cost, but about how much friction the camera removes from the creative process. The biggest hurdle DJI faces may not be technical, but psychological. Photographers and filmmakers often form deep emotional connections with their camera brands. Switching systems isn't just expensive, it's personal. DJI seems acutely aware of this, which is why its strategy appears focused on offering something fundamentally different rather than marginally better. The DJI mirrorless camera isn't just selling specifications, it's selling a philosophy. A software-driven, ecosystem-based approach where tools talk to each other seamlessly. If even a majority of these rumors prove accurate, if the 44-megapixel L-mount sensor, LiDAR autofocus, advanced stabilization, and ecosystem integration materialize, the established giants will be forced to respond. DJI isn't trying to out-Sony or out-Canon. It's trying to change the rules entirely. And as we continue to track leaks, firmware developments, and official announcements, one thing is clear: the fullest potential of modern imaging may no longer be a distant promise. It may already be arriving, quietly, confidently, and stamped with a DJI logo.